Today is Sunday, January 12th, 2020. And my people, it's about that time. Live from the USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we will be looking at the best coins for 2020, specifically those that have been and most likely will continue making money this month. January 2020 is a new cycle, a new season, a new reason for you to be fine-tuning your frequency and manifesting this currency as it transitions upon the blockchain. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. It's kind of hot, though. You know what I'm saying? Yummy. What up, people? I'm setting up the new studio. About to jump on and do a live stream, so I figured might as well share it to the folks on the gram as well. So, hold on one second. I'm trying to get this set up real quick. There we go. Oh, do we gotta rotate it this way? Hopefully, nah. Instagram be weird that you can't even like. I gotta do that. Oh, man down. I should just like prop it up like that or something, huh? That'd be a lot easier. So let's just do that. There you go. So I'm recording this for the YouTube people, but figured I'd try to see if I could start doing live streams on multiple platforms, and so Instagram, y'all get it too. We're talking about the top coins of 2020. This is January. I got 3 coins, 3 cryptos on the blockchain. I think about to make some real deal money. They already made some money, and I think they definitely will be going higher on this next quick cycle. So, without further ado, let's make it do what it do. Let's go ahead and make this money. Bossofbitcoin.com. If you don't know, now you know. This is the #1 crypto trading resource for you to get set up, making money on the blockchain, how to trade like a boss. We do have free crypto trading communities. BD Kelly 1203 on Telegram, on TradingView. You click that link right there, type my name in, BD Kelly 1203. And you will be able to follow the different charts that I've posted. I'm one of the top published authors on there. I believe I have more than 12,000 points on reputation, about 3,500 followers. So definitely check out that community. I think it's one of the best technical analysis communities available. In addition to that, #1 Facebook group in the world. Type that in on YouTube or on Facebook, #1 Bitcoin, #1 Bitcoin group in the world, #1 Bitcoin. You see, we got 20,000 of my best friends coming together 7 days a week, keeping each other empowered and in profit in the marketplace, right? So Facebook, I'm also on Twitter. I'm live streaming on Instagram right now. My man Big John, what's going on, baby? You know what I'm saying? Hope you holding it down in Iceland, man. It's good to see you out there. And let's go ahead and get to the charts, right? So, first things first with Bitcoin, BTC to the USD. I do have a refined methodology that I developed firsthand myself, along with the crypto community that follows me. It's called the Boss Method. If you don't know what it is or you want to learn more about it, simply go to my website. Again, bossofbitcoin.com. Drop your email in here, and I'll include you on the distribution list for when I release a course. I'm releasing a course later in the year, and that email list will be the first people to know about the course that becomes available. So again, bossofbitcoin.com. Check it out if you haven't done it already. First coin, first up is Monero XMR. This thing has it's a long-term, like one of them old school coins, first generation blockchain technology. This thing came out not too long after Bitcoin. I think it was one of the first clones. I think what did it call it? Like, I don't even think it was a fork. It was like a copied version of Bitcoin that's more private, essentially, right? And what you can see with XMR, this is going back, we go back to a 343 for the past year, everything since, May of, 2018, right? You could just put like a down arrow because everything was basically under that arrow. And then now we just came to this flatline area, and this is where you want to buy it. When all of the negative energy has dissipated out of the charts, and you can actually get to a point to where it looks like you're finding a floor, that's when you want to consider buying. Now, when you zoom in specifically on 2020's chart, right, Monero has made more than 16% in the past 11 days. That's some real deal money, and that's 16% on Bitcoin. Bitcoin done turned around and made about 20% on the dollar. So you multiply them two together, you see if you would have had Monero since the beginning of the year, you would be up significantly on the dollar. So using the Boss Method, this is all we do. We use the white and the blue. White goes butter blue. You know what to do. Buy, bam, right? Sell right there. You would have locked in more than 13% in the past week, right? And I tell you, there are 3 parts to any given cycle. Breakout, breakdown, flatline. What comes next? Bam! One of the things I like about this chart is, in addition to the continuation pattern that we have forming, you have a very, 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 very strong 231. So essentially you have a situation where the market is consolidating right there, which means when these two lines converge, right? When that happens, Monero is going to have to make a choice, right? And because energy is water, water is currency, current likes to move in the direction from which it came. More than likely, this thing will be continuing to go higher, up, and to the right. Right? And so you can look at this as almost an early prediction model to show Monero should be getting up to right here, 77.13 on his next go round, right? And that should happen on or before the 18th of January. Now, if you bounce, if we do fall, keep in mind that we have a strong support down there at the 1.0. So that's kind of like your double down area. But if you follow this thing on the 77, you can literally just use the 231 as a stop limit, right? So as long as we're above that, the candles don't fall below that, which they haven't this entire run, the chart will continue to go higher. But once they fall inside of it, is when you'll start to see a little bit of capitulation, and that should be happening probably between January 13th, January 14th, right? So XMR is definitely looking good for 2020. Next up, Chainlink LANK, man. This one was one of the leading coins, I think, in 2018 when it had a huge run. I think it like doubled up. During the course of that year, between September and November, this coin basically led the world. It was crazy, 120% in 30 days. And then when you look at the 343, this is why I really like Chainlink for the better part of 2019, especially when the markets are healthy. When you look at this chart, this is basically where we're at, right? We just bounced off the 1.0 and we are trying to figure out where the next line of, where the next major wave is going to kick in, right? So a lot of times on these charts, you can literally just do that. We came out of that cycle. Now we'll be doing something like that. Right? And this is basically the channel that we're in right now. Another thing to note is that a major indicator that I use is a 77 over the 231, especially on the 343. That's like unbreakable. So what we have happening is that 231 is trying to flatten out. If and when we get another pop out of the 7 to that means that 77 is going to be crossing, right? And when that happens, that is a major intersection you can use to predict and predicate future profits in the market. So although it hasn't happened yet, I think this is a major coin that you guys should definitely be looking at for the future. We do have a channel that has formed, like a long-term channel. We will be traveling in that one. Once we get above it, we'll be running. But as long as we're inside of it, it's still up and to the right, and that is making some real deal money, right? And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Last on deck, Bitcoin Cash, BCH, Bitcoin China. And they always play for the home team, as you can see. And a lot of things, like people talk about Bitcoin Cash, like, it's, I guess people don't like it. I don't care. As long as it's making money, that's all you should care about. I could care less about the drama. Save it for your mama. Just keep me paid. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got with Bitcoin Cash. We got a quick money reversal. This thing has been running. And it's not done. This thing could literally, on this one cycle, go as high as 37,000 Satoshis, right? Let me see if I can get up in here and see when that'll happen. More than likely, that won't be until May. If and when we get that high, probably see something like that. And then a quick pop up here. Yeah, look at that. It just lined up perfect. Yeah, so, early February should be at 35. Middle of May, late May should be at as high as 38. And Bitcoin Cash, this thing has been running, right? So essentially, it's always three parts to any given cycle. Breakout, this is the big breakout, right? At some point, you're gonna have to account for a breakdown. And that's when you want to buy in this thing, because once that happens, it's gonna lay flat for a minute, right? And then another cycle will take over, and it will literally just keep on running, right? It doesn't happen all at once. It literally has to go through the phases and the processes. That's natural, to whatever part of the cycle it's on. But when it does, it's a beautiful thing. And that's why I always tell you, swing trading is one of the easiest ways for you to make long-term money over time. And I believe that's what I've given you with the boss method. It's unbreakable. It's based off mathematics. It's seriously, you can't lose. It's the reason Las Vegas is still in business. 7 and 11 pays, right? So we use 7 and 77 to initiate the same type of methodology and framework and articulation into the matrix to materialize the information that we see. And just so you know, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, and Link are 3 coins that I sent out to the profit package and the Boss Alert Messages group back in January 7th of 2020. So go back, look at the charts. How much was Bitcoin Cash worth January 7th, 2020? Let's look. January 7th, 2020, right there. 30,000. Right? So just on this one trade, my people made 10% in the past 4 days. This is the post that I sent to them. I took out the other 3 coins, because I'm actually putting together a profit package for this group today that they'll be getting after this video. So if you want to know what the new coins are for this week that you should be holding, swing trading, and making money, cashing out like a king so you can live like a boss, jump inside the profit package. Is $50 for the first month. Top 7 coins to swing trade every 7 days. I'm coming out with more videos, more content, more interviews, because I'm trying to help you understand that this is the greatest transition of wealth in the history of humanity, and scared money don't make none. If you think they go push Dow Jones up to 38,000 or 32, 42, 52,000 so you can cash out your 401k and live the rest of your days, 65 years old and retire, you got another thing coming. This is the longest stretch of bull market in the history of ever for fake money currently known as the United States dollar. It's going to come to the blockchain. It's going to be funneled through these coins. And as a result, I'm able to help you decide which coins are valuable at what time, right? And so on January 7th, I said Monero, Bitcoin Cash, and Chainlink, bam, all 3 are up serious growth right now. All 3 have serious growth as a result. So, that's what I got to say, man. Profit package, Boss Alert Messages. Boss Alert Messages are for people that literally have more than $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in the market. It is a premium group where I do have featured crypto traders contributing content as well. The profit package is more so just for the people that want to know the ins and outs, of when to jump in and jump out. We go keep this thing moving and, do it like double dutch. Jump in, jump out, move yourself about, right? Let's make this money. That's all I got, man. This is not a live stream, so we don't have a live chat. If you have a chart that you want to see, leave it in the comments below. If you on Instagram, holla at me. At Boss of Bitcoin on IG. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and love, y'all. Till we meet again. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.